Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. All right. Hello. How are you doing today, everyone? Welcome, welcome. It's good to be with you here today. So, this time and space is the hot seat coaching call. And normally you see Isabella on these calls. Today you see me because of Become Certified. So I'm excited to be here with you today. And I'm just pulling up the chat so I can see it. Hello, Leona. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Hello. Okay. I love that you are all here. It's so wonderful. So, what do we do on these calls? Some of you might be new. Some of you, this is old hat, and you are often here and find yourself in the hot seat coaching call. So, this is the opportunity that you can come and you can type into the chat things that are coming up for you that you'd like to be coached around. And it is coaching here. So that means that we will round out all of the session in an hour. Isn't that exciting? So let's see. With that being said, who's interested in putting in the chat what they'd like to be coached around today? Go ahead, type it in, and then I will choose what we're going to work on today. Okay, so I'm just watching the chat, reading what's in the chat. For those of you that are like, what's she doing? That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Okay. Perfect. All right. Amazing. Okay. So thank you all for putting in what is coming up for you and what you would be interested in being coached around. So let's see. Love that. Beautiful. Okay. All right. So I think I have chosen. I think I have chosen. Um, so we'll see. We'll see how this goes today. I'm excited. I'm excited to be here with you. All right. So Christine, you put some things in the chat, and so I'm curious if you would be willing to be coached today. All right. Perfect. So we'll bring you on. All right. Hello, hello. How are you?
Well, I just felt some flutters in my tummy.
Perfect.
I'm good. Yes.
Okay. All right. Amazing. So Thank you for coming into this space today. It's going to be a brilliant conversation. I trust that it is. And so, yes, I have read what is in the chat. And what would be the most valuable thing that you would like to talk about today?
Hmm. With what I posted, I'm really working on wanting to move my business forward. I have been stuck for far too long, and I have made a step forward by deciding to have somebody help me create some Black Friday holiday promotions
Mhm.
because I don't think I trusted myself that I was going to do it. And so they're going to hold my hand, push me, pull me, whatever is necessary, because I don't think I
Okay.
trusted that I would do it myself. I haven't done it in the past, as much as I would like to say, hey, this year is different, let's do it. Yeah. And as we're speaking, dad is in the hospital and it's not really serious. It's a UTI, but he's 88 and stuff happens and he gets confused of where he is. So we're all trying to go in and work with lunch. Somebody's there so that he realizes we're returning and we haven't left him. And there's that going along with as me trying to build my business. And I do not want to leave out my husband either. And he just stepped up a little bit last night and he'd already eaten and I was late and he put on some lovely music and we just got to kind of do some reminiscing and stuff. And it was just a great love language concept. And I realized that's what I want. I want that harmony and balance of, because I really want it all. I want all the good stuff. So it was, ooh, I can care for my parents. I do not have to neglect him, and I get to build my business. And we need, of course, a
Yeah.
little bit of me time too.
Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. So you said that you want to, in the chat, you said that you wanted to step out of fear and promote your business further, which might look like offering Black Friday deals or something like that, as well as moving into a group coaching program.
Correct.
And given what you just said, you said that you're not certain that you trust yourself to get the Black Friday offers complete. Did I hear
On
that
my own.
correctly?
Yeah, on my
Okay.
own.
Okay.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful.
My
So
excuses
then,
potential might come in.
mm,
I make the
okay.
excuses potentially. Yeah.
Okay.
And I realized once I
So
said
then,
about all of that. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
so given that information, what would you like to have at the end of this call today? The end of our about 30-ish, 35 minutes or
Hmm.
so, 40 minutes maybe.
Clarity is the first thing that popped into my head. Self-trust, somehow like an increased desire, something like that. I know, I'm pretty sure I know what I want, but I hesitate in the trust that I will be able to create it and fulfill it.
Okay.
So some sort of improved sensation within me that's going, I'm going ahead full force.
Mhm. Okay. So, how would you know that you have clarity? What's something that you would have to know that you had clarity?
I would probably have a brainstorm idea of, oh, that's what I've been looking for. Something that intuitively would hit me. Some sort of sensation, feeling, a sense of knowing,
Okay.
clearer than now. Yeah.
Where are you at on a scale of 1 to 10 with clarity now? One being not at all, 10 being totally.
4. I know they
Okay.
can pull me further, but I'm at a 4.
Hmm. Perfect. And where would you want to be at the end of about 30 to 40 minutes from now?
I think I can be an 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right. So you mentioned that there is this new idea. Well, maybe it's not a new idea. Maybe you've had the idea of making offers specifically for upcoming holidays, and it hasn't quite happened yet.
Yeah.
So that seems to be something that you've known that you've wanted or needed to do. Would that be true?
Correct.
Okay. So knowing that that was something that you wanted or needed to do and you didn't do, what stopped you?
Fear, perfectionism.
Okay. There we go. I was going to say fear. How specifically? And you said perfectionism. Beautiful.
Yeah, I want to do it right. I want them to have the results. Yeah, I want to do it perfectly.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's important about doing it right or perfectly?
I might not have the second chance to be able to make the first impression. They see me once if they didn't like it, and I don't have a chance to help them to understand how I may be able to help them.
Mhm. How is it a problem if you don't have a second chance to make a first impression?
I I didn't get the opportunity to work with them, so I didn't get the potential to build my income, and I probably have lost the opportunity to impact their lives. Let's just go all in. Like it's got to be
Hmm.
big. Yeah. I probably could have helped them, and I didn't get the opportunity for them to realize it.
Hmm. So, so I'm curious then, in putting these offers out that you said that you wanted to or needed to in the past that you haven't because you want to do it right and perfectly. And I asked what's important about that. And you said you wouldn't have a second chance to make a first impression. And I said, how is that a problem? And you said, well, because I don't get to work with them. So I'm curious, how is working with someone the same as putting out an offer, if at all? Or is it different?
Well, I guess really, if I put an ad in the newspaper, not everyone who sees it is going to do something. So I've put higher expectations upon what I would put out in Facebook land or in an email than I do with other advertising. So I've put a higher expectation on the conversion potential. I haven't allowed that they need however many touches to see me before they may make a decision, especially when they don't know me. Even if
Mhm.
they do know
What's
me.
important about what's important about knowing that?
I've stressed about something that is slightly irrelevant, and I put too much importance on it,
On what specifically?
on the fact that I want 100% conversion, is what it seems. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I
So
want a
if
high
you
conversion, not the low touch stuff that really exists out there.
oh,
Okay.
so yeah, what was that you just had right there?
Well, first off, something interfered. Like I literally got a little message. And at the same time, I've got a solar plexus type of, I don't know if it was I think it was a tightening, not a release, but certainly a
Hmm.
solar plexus awareness, and it's affecting my breathing.
Hmm. Okay.
Huh.
What does that represent?
Well, maybe I've been tied up in knots,
Hmm.
not
Hmm.
realizing. the extent of what I've been feeling and not knowing that's in there.
Yeah.
And I know my voice is going quivery as well. So it's also there's something else, or it's part of it.
Yeah. So you said being tied up in knots. So if someone is tied up in knots, what are they?
Maybe tense, tight, restricted. I just feel myself like putting my body all together and just squishing myself into a ball who is hiding and just playing small. There we go.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
part of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I can just go all small, like, and you can't see me.
Yeah. So being tied up in knots, right? Being tied up in knots, and you went like this, and you said tight or restricted. And actually, if I could just state an observation of the way your body looked, right? If you think about like being like this, I almost think about a constrictor, like a thing being constricting, whether that be a jacket or a rope or whatever that is,
Or the
right?
actual snake that is literally taking me tighter and tighter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Interesting. That's interesting. So when you think about the desire that there's maybe 100% conversion, and that maybe this idea of 100% conversion of from an offer, a simple putting something out there as an offer, and how that might be constricting or restricted, what comes up for you? That
Hmm.
idea of the 100% conversion.
Well, now that I realized it and heard it, it's unrealistic, is my understanding. So it's like it just gave me a freedom of why are you looking for that return when it is near impossible? Why not go more with numbers that seem average? Not that I can't be above average, just, whoa, you've put these high stakes of unrealistic, not real. I can breathe better knowing that if that's not attainable, why don't I'm not settling. I'm just now going into more realistic, like, hey, go for these numbers that successful people are looking for, and let's put me into those instead of me building up something that had to be perfect and was never going to be achieved.
Mhm. Okay. So I'm
Did I
curious when
avoid
you
something? Yeah.
avoiding something.
Did I avoid something with what you had asked? Okay, good.
No,
Okay.
thanks, perfect. So I'm curious then about when you think about that 100% conversion, how's it a problem if you don't get 100% conversion?
I'm still back to but then I don't get to help them.
Mhm.
But not everyone's ready. So then I don't, I need them to be coming to me in their desire as well. So I don't want to force them into something they won't really get the success potentially.
Okay.
So I have to, if I put the offer out and it attracts them or they see it going, oh, that's interesting. I did my part. They're the one that now needs to go, I want to
Mhm.
know more about this, or I want to click the button, or I want to reach out
Yeah. So you get to do your part by putting something out there. True?
instead of nothing. Yes,
Yeah.
true.
Okay. So then you said, well, if I were to put something out there, because this 100% conversion is really maybe unrealistic. And you said, um, you said average.
Yeah.
So, and then I'm not settling. I'm not
Yes.
settling. How, if at all, might being average be a problem?
I maybe should have used the word averages, but I did use the word average. I like to be above average.
Mhm.
So in being average, I think I feel that I would be settling. In the law of averages, I'm still in the norm. I want to be more than I want to be more than the average. I'm really good at what I do and I can help people. And when they discover that, they get to have these wonderful results that are not
Mhm.
average.
Mhm. Yeah, for sure. When people do discover you and when they get to work with you, then they know that that perhaps the work that they do with you is above average.
Yes.
So how is not putting out offers keeping you at or even maybe below average?
I still get to be my town's best kept secret.
What's
And
important about that?
I didn't think I labeled it, but I've said it too often recently. So it's obviously a slight identity, which I would love to shed. I've been in business for 37 years, and so many people don't even know about me and how I could help them. And this offer,
Mhm.
let alone anything else that I haven't done, is allowing me to stay small and not be seen as much. Even though I go to the shows and people see me there, that's just one of the environments. And they're still discovering me, even if they've been around the area for ages, just like I have.
So, what does being the best kept secret keep you safe from?
I don't get to burn out by doing all this business. I've tried for a long time in my life. I've heard about people going into burnout, and I think I've actually tried to make sure I don't
Mhm.
and haven't done the business because I don't want to burn out. That's more important than making the money.
Have you ever burned out before?
I don't think so, no.
Okay, cool.
I took
So, what
I
does
took on
burnout
other
mean to
people's
you?
stories. I took
Yeah,
on
what
other
does
people's
burnout
stories.
what does burnout mean to you? Let's
Burnout means that I have put too much work into the business and not enough personal time to take the rest and what is needed in between so that I can do both. Like I, okay, just a second, I lost what you said. What does burnout mean to me?
what does
Okay.
burnout mean?
If I burn out, then I don't get to look after the clients. I can't do what I've been put on this earth to do. And can I for sure get back up again?
Mhm. Okay. So then,
And it would reflect very poorly on the fact that I work with health. To actually burn myself out when I'm working on helping other people with their health, that also would shed not so nicely.
okay, cool. So I'm curious then, because you talked about average and how that you like to be above average. So what is your definition of above average?
Hmm. The first word that comes to me is successful.
How
Striving.
is
Oh, sorry.
okay. Oh, keep going.
Yeah.
Successful
Okay.
striving.
Yeah. Striving, achievement, um, sorry, above average. Okay. Had to get right back to the real word I'm trying to find the words for. Um, or the sensations of achieving. Sorry. Wow. I'm switching out my words. Above average.
Above average. I like to be
Mhm.
above average. What does above average mean to you?
I remember the bars that we used to get that we could put on our coats because we had our achievements.
Mhm.
Um, it gives me a feeling of power, empowerment. It's a sensation of my chest is full and my shoulders are back and there's no small feeling in it. Like there's another word that it's not coming out. Um, no, I did empowering. And it feels encouraging and exciting. I think I already said successful.
Mhm.
Um, I just feel like I can sit up straight and strong and tall when I'm feeling of that.
Okay, thank you. So, how are above average and burnout related, if at all?
If I would be pushing too hard to be above average, could it cause me to burn out? I think is how I would. Oh, crap. Okay. So I can't be above average because I'm going to burn out.
Yeah. So,
Wow.
if I could say an observation,
Yeah.
given everything that you said, right? That you have this idea of 100% conversion, which you realize is unrealistic. And if you could settle for something else, that would mean that you would be average, but you like to be above average. And I disagree. I think that nothing in you really wants to be above average. Because if you were to be above average, you are concerned that you would burn out. And that is what might keep you the best kept secret. When I say that, what comes up for
Sadness.
you?
Um, awareness. Um, whew, disappointment that I would, discouragement,
Mhm.
the fact that I would let myself be like this or stay in this state for so long when I didn't need to.
Yeah. And Christine, it would make sense that if you think that you're going to burn out and you have a fear there of what that would mean to not be able to do things with your parents or your husband, as you mentioned earlier, you don't have that balance or harmony. And even then, you're not able to take care of your clients no matter how much you do. Anyone that might be afraid of burning out would maybe keep themselves small and not put themselves out there. Makes total sense.
Yeah. So then the more I would try, the more I'm in danger of putting myself into burnout.
Mhm.
And then why want to try if the burnout part is the strongest dominating aspect?
Mhm.
Doesn't matter that my purpose is to do this.
Mhm.
I'm still too scared to do it.
Yeah. What if the only reason that you're scared to do it is because you haven't done it before?
Wow. Excuse me. Well, you allowed that to build up at the right time. Sorry, I should have muted myself. Um, Sorry, I did kind of tune that out. What if I had allowed? It didn't stay in my brain, but
Okay.
obviously I reacted that you're
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah. Right. So I'd asked you a closed-ended question earlier. I said, have you ever experienced burnout before? Because that is a real thing. That is not untrue, right? And
Yeah.
you said, no, no, I actually haven't. I'm like, okay, cool. And so what if the reason that you might be afraid is simply because you haven't done it or you haven't tried it and you really actually don't know.
That's a possibility. Yeah. Right. And I haven't allowed myself to do the tasks that maybe somebody else would have burned out in, but I wouldn't need to burn out in because I have been looking after my health and I try to create the harmony and balance in my life so that it would never even happen to me in the first place.
Yeah. What if you knew, because how important your health is to you, what if you knew that exact balance or harmony that is right for you? What if you knew that? What would be different?
I could do anything I wanted to do.
Yeah, you totally can. And what would be different if you could do everything that you wanted to do or anything that you wanted to do?
I think I really would have that feeling of the more balanced life. I would have a larger clientele base. I would be making more income. I would not feel so stressed
Mhm.
about finances.
Yeah. And isn't stress actually a reflection poorly on your health
Yeah,
when you keep yourself in stress? Yeah.
correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I'm in a, do as I say, not as I do, because I'm still in that situation myself.
Mhm. Well, and it would make total sense that if you are concerned about taking yourself to an unhealthy place, right, you're going to put in strategies that have maybe worked before to keep you
Right.
safe.
Correct.
That's what they're meant to do. You're doing a great job at that. You're doing a great job
Yes.
at that.
Yeah. There's that successful part coming into
Yes,
play.
you're being super successful at keeping yourself safe from what
Yeah.
you don't know,
Right. Right.
right? And
Just
you've
be
only
success.
known what you know up until now.
True.
And the things that you haven't experienced, you don't know until you know them.
Right. Yes. Mm. And I have discovered more things that I can handle and do than what I thought before. So
Mhm.
why not find out what the next thing is that I can handle and do rather than keeping myself back from it?
Yeah. What would be different if you were to explore those new things that you might be able to handle and do, just like you were able to handle and do other new things?
Mhm. So I get to do the follow-ups with my clients or my new to be clients, follow
Mhm.
up with those leads from shows, put myself out on social media, let people actually know what I do,
Yeah.
that I might be able to help them.
Yeah.
Oh,
And what I heard you just say is that you have current clients and you have leads
mhm.
from different events or shows that you've done.
Yeah.
And what if you had some sort of offer for the holidays that would actually support you with I'm going to use the word reason because the word reason's coming up for me. That would give you a reason to reach out to them. What would be different then?
It feels more positive. It it doesn't feel like It's so hard to do. It's just the next step of how hey, I met you and I got something special for you. If you take advantage of it yet this year,
Mhm.
it's I get to get out of my own way. I get to take down the barriers or just go around the barriers that I put up and
Mhm.
just have conversations with people.
How would that help you to support people and um, really make an impact in their lives, if at all?
Well, some of these already put their hand up to say, I would like an appointment, and I didn't follow up with them. So I would get to fulfill upon their interest. They didn't reach out, but they had said, hey, reach out to me.
Yeah,
So I would get to come back. Ooh, I would get to come back into a trust aspect with them potentially because I'd kind of dropped the ball and now I get to pick up the ball again. Yeah, I get to pick up the ball again and we get to run with it and find out is now the right time.
yeah. So if you got to pick up the ball and really move that forward to see if this was the right time with them, how would that support you to have more trust within yourself?
Kind of like building a muscle. Hey, it worked. It worked again. It worked again. Whatever the percentile rate is, being aware that 100% is unrealistic. Um, Even as long as one person was saying yes, I've, well, I'm just going to say it. I've done my part again to
Mhm.
have reached out in the manner I'd planned to do in the first place and didn't.
Mhm.
I could come back potentially into good standings with them. Like I at least honored, maybe delayed, but I've honored that I was going to follow up with them.
Mhm.
That feels a lot better in me
I love
than
that.
what I was feeling like. Whew.
Yeah. And how does that relate to having maybe an increase in desire of taking action?
It's called muscle, and you just do this, and you
Mhm.
don't look at the pile of papers and the not doing it. I feel like it's one step. You just do one more thing, which also doesn't lead into the burnout because just one more, like a little thing, really, that doesn't lead to burnout. It would take a whole bunch of little things to even get me to burnout. And as I do the little things, I'll be less stressed. I'll be more in momentum. I'll be more excited to do it. And in the excitement, I don't feel like I can have the burnout potential. I feel like
Yeah,
the burnout is more of it's a chore, it's a job, it's work. When I'm in excitement and providing that service because I want to, I don't think that burnout can live there.
right. So if you're taking that one next step, right, that next correct, right, or perfect step in your path, whatever that step is, right? In this case, you're talking about following up with clients or calling the leads that you do have right now.
Yeah. Or posting the Facebook. I have 29 Facebook posts I've created. Posting one of them
Yeah.
onto my Facebook page
Yeah. I'm
just to
curious.
create engagement.
Yeah. If you did that, I want you to actually think about yourself right now. I want you to think about yourself and the time and energy and the effort that you've put into various events, whether that's going places, meeting people, taking the time to make those social media posts that are just lovingly waiting there for you. So, thinking about yourself, if you were to take that next best step that you're feeling or thinking that you're drawn to take, if you did that for you, how much, I wonder if that might actually be 100% conversion to show you that you can be above average as long as you take that next step. When I say that, what comes up for
I'm questioning because I'm not sure I've understood correctly.
you?
You're saying take the next step for me,
For you, for
not
you.
for them.
Yeah. This is where you get to 100% convert yourself.
That's maybe not somewhere I've gone before, really. Because
What would happen if you were to go there? What would be different, do you think?
it reminds me that the reason my business is called It's About You and not It's All About You is because the business is still about me. And therefore, I get to do it because I want to, and they get to benefit from my expertise and life experiences and the clients I've worked with. So I'm doing it for me first, and they benefit.
You said earlier that this is well, I can't remember the exact word and I didn't write it down. So my apologies. This is my paraphrase. Reject what doesn't apply. Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. You, if I recall you correctly, you said that you do the work that you do to impact other people because you know that's what you're meant to be doing.
Yes, something like that. Yes, correct. Yeah,
Mhm.
I know what yeah, I've been put on this earth here too. I've told people before, God put a silver thread through my DNA to be sure that I stayed on this path.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So if you were to 100% convert yourself to re enroll yourself in that vision, clearly knowing what you want, trusting that God weaved that silver thread into your DNA to keep you on the path, what would be different?
I'm having an inward struggle right now. Um, how would I fail?
What's that emotion that's coming up?
I don't yet know what it is. Um, I don't have the right word for it yet. It's not fear. It's it's not sadness. Um, it's awareness.
Mhm.
Oh, maybe it is a bit of sadness. It's like you've waited so long, you've held yourself back for so long when you could have been doing this. Um, but it's not disappointment either. I'm confused. It's not the feelings I usually experience. It's something different, and I don't know its
Oh,
word.
what if
Um,
it's anticipation of what could go right?
yeah, because if I can't fail, like if I don't have to be so scared, and I've been
Mhm.
scared of fear and success both. Yeah, anticipation. It's an emotional release from all this negative stuff that's been built up that I've been limiting myself with for so long. So yes, there's a bit of disappointment, and yet the positive emotions are so much stronger than all the negative stuff. And I don't know what to say they are because I don't allow them to show themselves enough.
Maybe you just don't know what they feel like yet.
I like that. Yeah, they're new feelings, and I don't have the words to describe the new, I don't know what those emotions are because I haven't experienced them before, or I've pushed them down if they were there,
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
that.
Maybe you just forgot what they felt like if
I
you
like
had felt
that.
them
Yeah,
before.
yeah, they're seemingly new-ish.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, and there was all sorts of chest changing feelings with inside as well.
Hmm.
Um, I'm definitely sitting upright. Like I can feel a difference in my upper body.
Yeah. What does that want you to know? That new feeling in the body and noticing that you're more upright. What does that want you to know?
Well, I do get to be more visible. I
Hmm.
can stand tall. I really do not need to shrink and hide. I really do get to let my light shine.
Yeah,
Yeah. I get to be the person that I'm supposed to be. I get to be the person I am. And I
that's
don't
right.
need to do this or whatever anymore,
Mhm.
like squish myself in. Oh, I get to be me, and the world
Get to be.
gets to see me,
It does.
experience me, and all the wonderful things that I can help them so that they get to be them as
Yeah,
well.
that's right. That's right. So now with that knowing or that feeling inside of yourself, what do
Yes.
you want? What do you want now? What do you want to do or be now?
Unstoppable. That is the
Well, you
first word
already
that came.
yes, you're already all of that. You are.
Okay. Um, I'm thinking that I don't quite know how to answer this. Where are you directing me? Because I'm not all over the place. I'm just not going in any direction at the moment to
Yeah,
answer.
perfect.
Oh,
So
okay.
I wonder if you know, if you were to think about your business, if you were to think specifically about being the amazing, unstoppable you. So amazing was my word, unstoppable is your word. Okay.
Okay.
So being that unstoppable you that you are, knowing that there is always the positive outcome, right? You said I can't fail. So if you can't fail, then what can you do?
Right. Right. Anything I do can turn to gold. Like
Mhm.
anything that I do, if it's a success, it's just it's a being. It's I'm just going to do things and things will happen and let me discover what that is. And when you were
Yes.
choosing the words, it came back to me of courageous Christine, curious, creative, being the what is that called? Alliteration. All of those came in along with the amazing, unstoppable Christine.
Yeah.
And it feels, I will admit, I just went back into I can't fail, and that kind of caught me. But that's because
Mhm.
the failure seemed so tight to my, um,
So what is there? So whenever that comes up, I want you to think about what is there instead of failure, right? Because you can't fail. So what
right,
is what is what is instead of that? What is that on the other side?
curiosity.
Mhm. Courageous, curious,
Yeah.
creative.
Yeah. Trying something different. Let's see how this works.
Yes.
Let's try something I haven't tried before. Let's go back to something I used to do and forgot about that actually worked, and boost myself up for my confidence of going, hey, you did this before. Why not try this again? Or,
Hmm.
well, I've never tried this before. Let's see what happens.
Hmm. So when you think about courageous and creative and curious, and that's a way of being. You use the word being, right? So being, part of being is taking action.
Yes. Okay, I have a thing about action. That makes me fluttery too. Oh, because the failure thing would happen with the action.
And that's
Not what we're
not a
going
true
with.
statement. That's
Correct.
not a true statement, right? You already told that that's not a true statement.
Yeah. And inactivity doesn't mean it's failure either. So I'm just going with stuff that I was thinking previously, and I've got documentation to say that's not real.
Mhm.
Okay. So where was I supposed to be going again?
You think about being curious and courageous and creative and that unstoppable, right? There is all that, right? When you be the unstoppable you that you are, right? So, unstoppable suggests what to you? What does unstoppable suggest to you?
A momentum
Momentum. So, what does momentum presuppose?
that I have been not in action.
Well, momentum presupposes that you have been in action, right? Momentum
Yeah,
is
true. So
movement.
I take action and I continue on with the ball rolling. So I can see these little steps that are going to do the effect, and then, oh, and I want to do more, and I can see where this will benefit me, them. So I want to do things. It's not that I have to do them. Right.
Yes.
They'll be done because it's part of my business, which is leading me towards that success of helping them, helping me while helping them, helping them
And
while
being
helping me.
the
And
unstoppable you
being.
that you are.
That's right.
Yes. When you're being unstoppable and you have the momentum, you take the actions,
I
right, on
do the
that
things. Yeah.
the
Yeah.
next best
Take the
action.
next right step. Yeah. The next
And the thing
action, the
is
next
that
step.
all actions, Christine, all actions are the next right action. You know why? Because you're going to learn something from it.
Right. So it's either do it again, do it differently, don't do it again, whatever, like whatever the learning experience is from it. Right.
Yeah.
So you
So, given
just,
everything that we've talked about, then, where are you at now with um, clarity?
it's just the next step that has to be done. Like
So,
it's so
so
simple. I was looking for
what's that
a
next step
bigger
that you clearly
step.
want to take? Yeah. What's that next step that you clearly want to take, Christy?
Mhm. Well, I have the form to fill out to meet with the people on Thursday for the offer. So that is for what we were talking about the offer. That is the next step. I
Okay.
have another next step where I'll be promoted next week. I will also do that today, and it will take less time than the other one. So I've decided I want to why not use both feet? I can take one step and the next all today.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. 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 So then, where are you at now with desire inside of you?
I didn't quite get to the 8, but I think I'm a 7.5. Yeah, I'm way
Okay.
up from where I was. Yes. Yeah.
What would be that last thing that you would need to be an eight?
It's to see myself do the activity, the one small step, to know that I can trust that I did it. Like I just need to pick up the phone and call the winner from the show. will boost me up to 0.5 because then I can prove that I did it. I didn't stay in inactivity.
Beautiful. So what I heard you say is that filling out the form for your offer meeting on Thursday and then calling the winner from the show. Those are the two action steps that you're interested to do. Yes?
And there's another one of promoting myself next week also. So I have that. Yeah. And if you want me to give a
Okay.
fourth one, I'm going to post the Facebook post out today. Like what a simple little thing that I can do. I just download it and upload. Like I know what to do. It doesn't take much. I also know how to pick up a phone too, but I will find it easier to post that on Facebook than to make the phone call to the winner. But making the phone call
Okay.
to the winner will be easier than making the phone call. Okay, in my mind right at the moment, that is the quick little baby step compared to calling someone who put their hand up saying, I would like an appointment. The freebie's going to take the freebie. I
Mhm.
still might be concerned, will has the other person changed their mind? So, but
So
I
the
can,
winner is the winner. They get it no matter what. They just get to say yes.
yes, correct. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay.
So that's a quick step compared to well, what about the person that now has to pay for it? I have a little bit of apprehension in there still.
Okay. That's all right.
Yeah, that's been there
So,
for a long time, that one.
mhm,
But then I believe that this burnout one's been there really long. And I had no clue, even though I've said it, I guess it didn't register how severely it's been dictating my
mhm,
life.
mhm. Yeah. And just consider the possibility that you don't know what you don't know,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah,
And
correct.
so because you have the ability to know inside of yourself the harmony and balance that you deserve and want,
Right.
that no matter what, because you know that, you you're not going to put yourself in a position
Hmm.
to experience what you don't want.
Right. I know better to, I have to stop now, no matter what the deadlines are, because I need the sleep. I can attack this
Mhm.
with a new approach tomorrow. Or, yeah, and I know some of those things already, and I do some of them. So
Yep.
I've just been scared of the unknown, but I've been scared of a different unknown than I thought it was.
Yeah. All
I
right.
let other people tell me, the common ones are fear of failure, fear of success. It made sense, but the fear of burnout was a
Mhm.
weird one. It's not a typical one you'd go for, and
Mhm.
I latched onto that, made my
Yeah.
own. Well, that would be
And
me.
it's
I'd make
really
my own things.
change. Yeah, it's really
Yes,
changed,
change.
right?
Yes. Yeah.
Because if you would have to change the things that you like to have, right? If you went into that space.
Yes. Some different habits, some different, yeah.
Mhm.
And then with that, all of that is change. And if I was trying to do too much at once, then that's where I got in my stuckness. Now, if I just concentrate on baby steps or whatever size step they are, just move your foot,
Yes,
then, or
one step
move.
at a time.
Yeah. Yeah. So
One
move the
step at a
arm,
time.
pick up, do the action. Doesn't feel so overwhelming and huge and big and daunting because it's just the next right thing. And everything's right until you discover that, maybe that wasn't quite as good. We'll do another right thing instead. So
Mhm.
then I can never fail.
That's right.
That's exciting.
Yay.
Yeah. 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 I like those feelings.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right.
Hey, I was not paying
So,
attention to
Christine,
time at all. I was totally immersed. I apologize.
that's perfect. It's perfect. So, is there anything else then that you would need to feel complete for today, Christine?
For myself to go further, I don't think so. I think I'm in the wow, this is different. And there's a little bit of the self-trust concern, but I've got the community to be able to help me further. I think I'm in the different fields and I need to know what these fields are. And then the other thing that I need is to thank you. Thank you. That's important to me. That's it. It kind of I feel that it rounds it out. Thank you.
Well, it is my pleasure to support you. You had all of these answers, Christine.
Yeah.
You had them all. You had them all inside of you. They were already
Thank
there. Okay. So, the one thing that I would like to ask of you, if you
you.
would be
Yes.
willing, is let us know when you've taken these action steps. So,
Okay.
filling out that form, promoting yourself for the event next week,
Yep.
and putting that Facebook post out. And the bonus is to call that winner
That's right.
because we want to celebrate you,
Yeah. Celebrate with
to
me.
support
Yes.
you, to know, yes,
Yeah.
celebrate with you, to support you, to know that you can do this.
Wonderful.
You can.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. It's been my pleasure.
Wow. I, yeah, there's room for air and space and
Yes.
I'm experiencing slightly different things. Yes.
Let's
Wow.
have more room, more space, breathe more.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely. Brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Thank you, Christine. Thank you for allowing us to be here and witness you today.
Thank
Um,
you.
we look forward to celebrating with you as well.
Yeah.
So please let us know,
Yeah.
because that, I think that will round out this space beautifully, right? So part of that trust
Yes.
is witnessing that you do what you say you do. And I
Yeah.
know that
And
you
I feel the feels of like, oh, I do need to do this because otherwise I'm again back to this playing small. And I mean, goodness, they want to share with me. Why would I not let them do that? I'm depriving them of, I'm depriving myself of the celebration, and then they want to celebrate with me, and I'm not
yes,
letting them. Wow,
yes,
that's extra awarenesses as well. Thank
yes.
you.
I want to celebrate with you. So brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Great awarenesses, Christine. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
today. Appreciate you.
And I will
And look
everyone.
forward to hearing from you and all the things. Yes, you got a lot of love in the chat there.
I saved the
So
chat. I want to look at
amazing.
it later. But I think I'm going to do the
Perfect.
work. I'm going to do the little things, and I will read the things later. I think is what I've chosen to
That's right.
do. Yeah, yeah,
Yes. And that will be a little reward there.
that's true
Brilliant.
too. Oh, good point.
Mhm.
Yes.
All right,
Okay.
then, everyone. Have a fabulous rest of your week. And again, Christine, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
for you today. Okay.
Thank you so
All
much.
right.
Yes.
All right. Be well, everyone.
Thanks,
Bye.
everyone. Bye.